What's up? It's CBV, Chris Van Vliet, and you are listening to Junkyard.
All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome to another predictions show in the Junkyard. This time around, TLC 2020, the last.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Different TLC, DDJ.
Great song, way different TLC. And as I was saying, this is the last pay-per-view of 2020. Before we get going, my name is Spencer Cancer, also known as Number 11. Up at your top, you got Jovan to Hotty, El Guapo to Hotty. To my right, you have Dennis Day Jr., DDJ, host of What Do You Say with DDJ, flexing for some odd reason. So yeah,
we are an instinctive thing.
So yeah, before we get going, you can see at the bottom we have our meet and greet guest. We have December 21st. We have The Godfather, and then announced tonight by the Card Father, we have AEW World Champion Kenny freaking Omega joining us on December 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern. This is our biggest guest to date. This is going to be probably one of the hardest ones to get in. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys now. As soon as we send the link out, it is a free-for-all. We will try to get as many people as we can in, but this is going to be a big one. So make sure you guys you are on the ball on Monday on that one. That's going to be a big one for sure.
You guys think that Black Friday at Walmart is crazy? They ain't got nothing on how crazy this is going to be.
We are planning to wreck the internet.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself, boys. Let's just get into this because we got a few matches to talk about tonight. Before we get started, I would like to introduce our special guest for the night. So, you guys might be familiar with this person. He owns just a little brand called the WWE. It's doing great in the ratings right now, by the way. So we wanted to bring him on and, talk about probably his favorite pay-per-view of the entire year, and that is TLC. And I would like to welcome the one, the only, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Vince, how you doing tonight? Oh, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on the Junkyard. Oh, it's such a good shoot. I'll be back later. My time's precious. Okay, thanks, Vince.
Thanks, Vince.
With no chance.
No chance in hell.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to get started. So the first match on the card is going to be The New Day versus The Hurt Business for the Raw Tag Team Championships. We are going to start with Vince. I want to get his input on kind of how he wants to book this match. So, Vince, what are you thinking on this match?
Well, the New Day got pancakes over, they got ice cream over, and I need something new. I want to get New Day brand Christmas cookies. So, come Sunday, Kofi and Xavier are going to be throwing Christmas cookies out to all the fans in the Thunderdome. So, I'm going to book the New Day to win.
All right, you guys heard it here first.
Wow.
Vince is going with the New Day, the longest reigning WWE Tag Team Champions of all time. Jovan, let's start with you.
Gentlemen.
Yeah.
We have a key point to hit.
Okay.
What did you say the New Day were?
The longest reigning WWE Tag Team Champions.
That brings me to this point before we get into this match. The three of us, the Junkyard, are currently your reigning and defending 3 versus 3 tournament champions in trivia. So,
that's right.
Anybody watching out there that wants to take us on PWJ trivia, we will wreck house.
I believe we have who do we got coming up this week?
Bunch of jobbers, local jobbers.
Oh, I hope a certain. I hope one of these jobbers isn't watching. I'm sure he's probably going crazy right now.
Oh yeah, he's watching. We got before we get going with Jovan's pick, we got his mom watching tonight, Angie Martinez.
Yeah.
We got Santos Gonzalez, Dan Gleason, new admin of the Pro Wrestling Junkies Marketplace. Guys, check that out. We have a new marketplace where you can buy, sell, trade, talk wrestling. So go check that out for sure. Ghost Rider Taylor is here as well. So
what's up?
Got some people in the building.
You guys don't know, man. I threatened to kick my mom out the group like twice a week. I would call her and I'm like, "What are you doing, Mom? Stop commenting on stuff. Get off of SGS."
Why would you do that with your mom, man? I mean, if my mom joined, I would put my lid if my mom, or I would go nuts if my mom joined. My mom hates her. I'm trying to protect my mom, brother. Well, my mom loves wrestling. She was a big Von Erichs fan, and at least now she knows who Kenny Omega is too. So she might even watch that mark out. But
yeah, we got to get Angie on there. Angie, you're invited to the mark out. Come on,
Lord.
Yeah.
Jovan, give us your pick, man.
Let's get on the rails, gentlemen. This is time to build up the newest faction that should start to take power over the WWE. Give me the Hurt Business because I am in business.
All right. Great way to start it out. I mean, Vince just gave that amazing analysis, but on why he's going to book the New Day to win. But Vince, I'm sorry, but you're wrong on this one. I mean, you've been wrong on a lot of stuff lately, and you're going to be wrong on this one too. You gotta give the Hurt Business that signature win. I mean, these guys have been killing it. Cedric Alexander has been on fire lately. I'm so glad they're doing something with him. And it's Shelton freaking Benjamin. Just how good is this guy? That dude, talk about a guy who does not age, and that's Shelton Benjamin. And honestly, it's long overdue. I'm going with the Hurt Business as well.
All right. So Dennis and Jovan are going with the Hurt Business. Local PWJ superstar Vince McMahon is going with the New Day because we're getting those damn Christmas cookies and those are going to be amazing. Vince is a smart man. He knows how to book wrestling. Guys, I'm going with the New Day to retain here. The Hurt Business will win those titles. And if you've been listening to the Junkyard, my hot take was the Hurt Business are not winning those titles at TLC, and I got to stick with that. The New Day retain somehow, but the Hurt Business will find a way to get the titles, probably at Royal Rumble. Maybe we might see a double turn or something, because we have been seeing the Hurt Business has flirted with being a face and maybe could get a sort of heel kind of team New Day. I don't know. We'll see. But I am ultimately going with the New Day.
Stop sucking up to Vince, Spencer.
I know. We have one special guest and Spencer's all on it.
Well, somebody has to be.
Might as well be Spencer.
Right?
All right. Let's see. We had a few people here. Somebody was mad he didn't get a shout out. Facebook user that wrote Santos got a shout out and I didn't. You let me know who you are. I will give you a shout out, my man.
Shout out to Facebook user.
Yeah, make sure you guys go to, I think it's StreamYard.com/Facebook, do the thing, and you guys we'd be able to see you. We got Sean Young in the building. How you doing, Sean? I saw
my guy, Sean, man. What is up?
Yeah, he said sup to you, DDJ. We also have Junkyard fans, Doug Martin and Justin Wilson here, who got a shout out on the last pod. So thanks for joining us, my guys.
Man, we got a live one. We got a big crowd tonight, man.
Yeah, man. Everybody wants to know about TLC. Everybody was excited for a special guest, and we did not disappoint.
Have we ever disappointed?
Nope.
Well, okay, let's be honest. We disappoint every show when we go off the rails.
That's our best show. It's our best
Damn
show.
straight, man.
I thought we decided that we make going off the rails an art form.
T-shirt coming soon.
Yeah. Yes, sir, we do. Definitely be looking out for merchandise in the future. That will be coming soon.
Yes.
All right. We are going to get into our next match, and that is Nia Jax versus Shayna Baszler, not versus. That will be coming eventually. So it's Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus the Raw Women's Champion Asuka, and a partner to be determined because it was supposed to be Lana, but Lana went through about 10 tables too many, and she just said, screw this, I'm out. So we're going to start with the one and only Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Vince,
back.
he's back, man. Who you got in this match, Vince?
Oh, Spencer, this is so easy, Spencer. It's going to be Lana.
Wait, is it just going to be Lana, Vince?
Well, I mean, I've got to put the title on her. Asuka and Lana. Asuka and Lana.
But Vince, I thought Lana was taken out of the match.
I didn't say that. Who said that? Who took Lana out the match? Whoever did it is fired.
Didn't technically Shayna and Nia take her out of the match?
Well, they're fired.
Damn.
All right, Vince
Discussing your future endeavors.
He's ruthless tonight. So Vince is, for those that couldn't determine what he was saying, because sometimes we can't determine half things he says anymore, he is going with Asuka, and the mystery partner is going to be Lana. DDJ, let's lead off with you on this one. Who you got?
Well, I think you guys know I've been a pretty big fan of Shayna Baszler from her time in NXT, and while I'm glad she has a title, she's got the wrong title right now. She shouldn't be, involved in it. She should be fighting for one of the women's titles, and I think she will get to that point eventually. But I'm gonna go with Asuka and the mystery partner. And my pick for the mystery partner is a certain someone that we have not seen in a few months. At least especially since she was drafted to Raw in the latest draft. And that is going to be Charlotte Flair. And this is why. Who took Charlotte out a few months ago?
Surgery. I mean, the tag team champions. The women's tag team champions.
Yeah, that would be Nia Jax. So I think this is the perfect time to bring Charlotte back. If you've seen the pictures that have been circulating the internet, not those kind of pictures, but we're talking about some tasteful pictures.
Right,
and she's ready and raring to go, and I think we get a certain queen makes her return to the big stage, and her and Asuka win those belts, and we finally see the implosion of Nia and Shayna, and maybe that means not less Nia on our TVs.
All right, Jovan, who you got, and who is the mystery partner?
All right, mystery partner is going to be Io Shirai.
Ooh.
Going with the curveball, gentlemen. And I think the tag champs retain.
All right.
Give me a couple more months of botches from Nia.
Yeah, she's one of the ones that didn't go back to the performance center. Should have. Yeah. Okay. So for the mystery partner, Charlotte is a good pick. I could definitely see that happening. Io is one out of left field for sure.
Intriguing.
Very intriguing. I like that a lot. But I think I'm gonna go with the upset, and I'm gonna go with Asuka and her partner Lana. Lana. She needs to put Nia through a table. That needs to happen.
Who's been saying that for the past few months?
I think Spencer's been saying it too.
That's right. I have. Just me. No one else.
God, you suck. Stop sucking up to Vince.
He's taking every single one that Vince is saying. He's going with Vince.
I know.
I think we may have found Vince's newest stooge here in Spencer.
I wonder if he had to join the Kiss My Ass Club.
Well, I'm sure he's a card-carrying gold card member.
No, I'm a black card member. Let's be honest.
Platinum.
That's how we do it. So yeah, I am going with Asuka and her mystery partner, who was going to be in the match, but for whatever reason, Vince sometimes changes his mind, but he's a smart man. He knows what he's doing. I'm going to go with Asuka and Lana to win the WWE Women Tag Team Championships on
That's
TLC.
Real quick before you move on, I do want to say, though, I will admit I was disappointed that Lana was taken out of this match for the reasons why you laid out just now, why you think they're going to win, because I really would love to have seen that happen. And it very well could, but I don't know. But I mean, I would love for that to happen. So
it might be a swerve. I mean, Vince himself told us it's going to be Lana, so we'll see what happens.
I know, you got to trust Vince, man. Vince knows what's going on.
Unless he changes his mind last second.
That's very true. So all our predictions could be entirely wrong.
No.
All right. This one should sure be a fun one to talk about. And that is the Firefly Funhouse Inferno match between The Fiend Randy Orton.
The Fiend Randy Orton?
New change coming to Randy Orton's character. The Fiend Bray Wyatt, my bad, and Randy Orton in the Firefly Funhouse Inferno match.
Hey, Spencer, real quick, before we go to our guests, can you please take your lips off his ass?
No, hey, I don't think I can go ahead and tell you right now. I can see the way Vince is probably going to book this, and I don't think we're going to agree on this one, just because I know the way it's going. But let's hear from Vince. Vince, who do you got in this match? It's okay. You might be wrong. Sometimes you are, but we know you're not because you're the best. All right, gentlemen, we got The Fiend Bray Wyatt. Oh, he's money. He's selling all this merch. And then we got Randy Orton. Oh, man. I think I'm going to have him beat Ric Flair's record. Oh, you see that title win I gave him, then he lost it a month ago? Oh, brilliant. I'm a freaking genius. And for that reason alone, I'm going with the Viper, Randy Orton.
Wow. Vince, Randy's not the champion. Bray's not the champion, so Randy wins. He's not winning another title.
Blew my mind, though. I think Vince wants him to win the title.
Did you not hear him? Vince wants him to win all the titles, break Ric Flair's break all the records. Vince loves Randy Orton.
He's a company man.
Yeah, that's right. Vince loves the company man.
Didn't he also love Cox too? At least according to DX.
That was a segment we don't talk about on here. Jovan, talk us through this match. Who wins and why?
All right. There is no chance that this match is not going to be a cinematic match.
Right.
Whenever they included the whole Inferno part to it, the twist with the Inferno is going to be amazing. I think I'm actually going to side with Vince. God, I hate to be in this club, but I think we'll see a burning down of the shed again, and I think Bray's going to be in it this time with Randy standing victorious.
So, yeah, this one I've been kind of going back and forth on and stuff, and much like Giovanni, I think we're going to see a cinematic match in this because really, especially in this day and age, why in the hell are you going to do an Inferno match in front of a Thunderdome? It makes absolutely zero sense. So I guess with the cinematic match, anything's possible. I mean, if they want to make it look like, Orton's, gets burned, then so be it, and stuff. But I don't see how that's really going to do anything. Like, I think a loss in a match, something like this, really would not hurt Bray's character at all because we've seen what he's done and stuff. Yes. So for that reason, I'm definitely and I'm not doing this to agree with Vince, but I'm saying Randy Orton winning here makes the most sense.
Oh,
he kind of needs a big win right now. I think he really needs a big win, and that this would be a big win.
Yep. Right. All right. Vince, don't get mad at me. I love you. I think you're the greatest genius of all time. You make all the right decisions. But you're wrong on this one. And I know you have the power to tell me who's right and wrong, but I'm sorry. Bray Wyatt goes over. Bray Wyatt is one of the hottest things in wrestling right now, him and Alexa Bliss. I think you have to capitalize on that. Bray is going to win, and he probably might even find his way back into the title picture, maybe against Drew or whoever could be champion, possibly The Miz, if he cashes in on Drew, and then Bray could win it off him. Yes, Dan even says he could see The Fiend becoming a face, which they have been talking about for sure.
Isn't he basically a face right now?
I mean, he's kind of a baby face.
Kinda.
But he's more of a tweener, let's be honest.
Yeah.
He'll probably just stay a tweener for sure. But yeah, so my official pick is The Fiend. Bray Wyatt will beat Randy Orton in this Firefly Funhouse match, but it is going to be a fun match for sure.
Right.
To quote one new dad, Seth Rollins, think they're gonna burn it down.
So bad.
Oh my god, I can't believe you went there. That was terrible.
It wasn't even
What do you
funny.
expect? It's me we're talking about here.
That's right. You can expect more terrible jokes like this on the Junkyard. Make sure you guys subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast, and YouTube.
The Junkyard, where we make going off the rails in art form.
Darn straight, my brother. All right. Now, let's get on to our next match. This is going to be for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and that is the Boss, Sasha Banks, versus the newly returning Carmella in basically her Eva Marie gear, let's be honest. This is going to be a fun one. I can't wait to hear what Vince has to say about this one. So, hold on. Let me get you set up there, Vince, and have at it, sir.
In this match, neither one's going to win. I'm going to win because they work for me, and I can make them do whatever I want. So, my prediction, I win.
Vince, I don't think it works that way. This is a women's match, and you can't have a man win a woman's match. It's not like the Money in the Bank match where you had James Ellsworth win that one, then you had to totally redo it and have Carmella win.
Can we get Vince back in here real quick?
Please, hold on.
You guys remember Harvey Wippleman?
That all you got, Vince? Just Harvey Wippleman?
Well, I mean, Andy Kaufman was intergender champion as well.
All right, so Vince's pick is he wins. He is the king of everything, and he is. Vince, we love you, man. Dennis, we're going to lead it off with you, and please, we love Vince. He makes the best decisions in the world, but please give us a winner in this one.
Oh, this is actually probably the one match out of everything that's been announced that I've had the hardest time making a decision on who I'm going with.
Right.
Because I mean, it just seems like the way it's been set up, it's like set up for Carmella to win.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, Carmella's been great since she's been back. I really like this new version of her character. Mm-hmm. I think she's definitely spent some time, working on it while she's been off, and stuff. Yeah, I will say the one thing I don't like is the Eva Marie gear. But again, if you guys watch SmackDown, she's smoking tonight.
Wait, is she the new Smoke Show?
No, she's not even close to that Smoke Show. Not even close.
No.
But in all honesty, I think it would be too soon. So I'm picking Sasha to retain because I think Sasha's really been on a roll, and it's nice to see that they're finally giving her like a chance to run with the ball, an extended run versus she wins the title and then loses it right away. So I'm picking Sasha to retain.
Okay. Dan is actually agreeing with Vince. He thinks it'll be a DQ and Sasha will retain. But Jovan, do you agree with Vince?
Can we get Vince back on real quick?
Oh, God. Sure. I only want to bring him on for a few segments, but here you go, Vince.
DQ. I said I would win. That's not agreeing with me. You're fired.
Spencer,
all right.
Just got kicked out.
Yeah, Dan Gleason, we wish you the best in your future endeavors, my man. I know you just came on, but I'm so sorry you disagreed with Vince. You can't do that.
Really mean, man. Dan is a valued member of this community.
Yeah, we love you, Dan. Dan does so much.
Yes, we do, Dan. Despite what Vince McMahon
heart
said.
Emojis. This is a terrible heart emoji, but heart emoji for Dan, everybody.
Yes.
I
All
believe
right.
it's the first time we've sent out heart emojis to one of our members of our audience. So
go get dance chicken sandwiches.
Absolutely. Jovan, who you got and why in this one?
All right, gentlemen. Carmella is money. Mella is money. We know this, and Vince knows this.
Right.
Mella is getting the belt.
Ooh.
I think Sasha was lucky to retain the belt on her first ever title defense.
Right.
But that's it. She's gotten one to break the stigma of that she could never defend it. But unfortunately, we have a new toy in the toy box, and Vince is very fond of playing with new toys. So it's going to be Carmella.
All right. So we just found out Vince likes to play with toys. That's probably how he books this match. He puts all his toys out and he plays with them like in a ring or something like a child does.
Are you saying Vince McMahon plays with himself?
No. Jesus. DDJ, this is a family show. Come on, bro.
Family show, darn it.
Yeah. We go off the rails on the actual show. Not the live shows. Okay, so my prediction on this one, we got one for Carmella. We have one for Sasha. We have one where Vince wins because, he's Vince McMahon. He does whatever the hell he wants. So we got to break this tie. I'm not going with Vince, so that's already broken. Yeah, this is one I've kind of been thinking about too. I could definitely see Sasha retaining, possibly losing at the Royal Rumble, but I'm going to go with Jovan here. Carmella is getting that belt because Carmella is money. She's Fablous. I hope I spelled it right.
Fablous.
Whatever, I can't spell. I have
that Georgia education.
That's right. That's that Georgia education, my man.
If you would just take your lips off Vince McMahon's ass, maybe you would spell.
Yeah. And I'm gonna throw something out here. That Eva Marie gear is not a coincidence. And we've been hearing rumors that All Red Everything is coming back to the WWE. Don't be shocked if we see Eva Marie this Sunday night at TLC and she helps Carmella win that belt.
Oh,
wait, is this a Spencer hot take?
This is a Spencer hot take. This is a number 11 Join the Dark Order hot take.
Mark it down.
Join the order dark take.
31 minutes into the live show.
Got a hot take. All right, let's get some viewer feedback here, and then we'll move on to the next match. Let's see. Facebook user, don't know who you are, but I'm going to say Carmella wins. Shout out to Facebook user. Joe Kuhn says Sasha's too hot right now, but not a clean finish to protect Carmella. Dan appreciates the shout out. We love you, bro. Facebook user again agrees with Giovanni and myself. Carmella will win. And Matthew Gubler says Sasha is better than Carmella. She may be, but Mella is money.
Mella's money.
And Corey Graves is a lucky SOB.
I think we can all agree on that.
Yes, we can.
Whoa, we actually agree on something? That's strange. First time here in the Junkyard. No, we actually agree a lot here.
Yeah, we do.
All right,
we're agree, but you know what? I'm gonna be open and honest with you guys. I love you guys.
Oh, I love you too, DDJ. Heart emojis for the family.
Yep, that's like a circle emoji. I'll give you a big old circle. That's that Georgia education. I don't even know what a heart is. Guys, people agree with me. Eva's returning. Dan Gleason, you're my favorite now.
Lord.
Maybe you can be Vince's favorite now. Just suck up to him again like I am. All right, we're going to get into match 5. The first of the 2 TLC matches, which will probably be broken up. This probably will be the first match of the card, whatever, because they like to break those up. We have Drew McIntyre, the WWE champion, versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. All right, Vince, who do you have in this match?
Well, first off, I want to say Dan Gleason. Dan Gleason is right. Eva Marie is under contract. I saw her sitting at 8. I don't even want to say the name, but she was there. So I had to call her. But she will be back. But to this match, it's hard. It's very hard.
Whoa. Family show.
Shut up, DDJ. I do what I want. I'll fire you from your show. But I gave Drew my sword. He has new gear. But AJ, I don't like AJ. He's an indie guy. I made Drew. I called him the next future. So I'm going with Drew McIntyre.
Real quick. What the fuck is the next future?
Well, DDJ cannot keep himself composed tonight against Vince. DDJ, we would like to wish you the best in your future endeavors because Vince will see this. He will fire you. I'm sorry, Vince. All right. Jovan, do you want to start this? Because he can't compose himself. We're on live in the Facebook group, the page, man. Get yourself together. Jovan, tell us who wins and why.
Man, I think it's too early to take this belt off of McIntyre. If anybody was going to do it, it would have happened already. I like the fact that he's champ. I've really dug into his swagger about him right now. So I'm going all in with Drew McIntyre.
All right, DDJ, do you have yourself composed? Can you actually give us a winner now?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I really couldn't have put that any better than Giovanni just did and stuff. I mean, yeah, AJ is amazing.
Yes.
He's been gold since he's, you know what I mean? It's hard to believe that we're coming up on his 5-year anniversary of his debut in the WWE.
Debuts
and stuff. And I mean, it's just like the last 5 years have flown by so quickly. And there was always that stigma about, you know, how all these guys, like, you know, that come from TNA just don't seem to, you know, amount to anything, which for the most part he's right. But AJ's that one exception. And it's just,
right.
I have no doubt this is going to be an amazing match, but it's just, yeah, basically for the reasons Giovanni said, I'm going with Drew as well.
All right.
All right. Let's get some Facebook comments here. Then I will give my winner. We got Dan Gleason thinks AJ is going to win with help, but then he'll lose it to Drew at the Rumble. We got Facebook users saying AJ will win, but then the Miz will cash in for the WWE title. Dan also thinks
he's pretty active tonight.
He is. Yeah. Tell us who you are, my man or girl. We don't discriminate here on the Junkyard.
I feel like there's more than one in this chat, in this group, in this
maybe. We got Vince. Dan thinks Vince needs meds. We're going to give them to him after this show. Don't worry. He's kind of a little off tonight. Joe is going with Drew. He thinks AJ can put on a show with a broomstick. So it's great. There's a mini feud building to Mania. So awesome.
Nice.
Okay. So
Happy?
Maybe we could see that. Or maybe, I've been hearing talks they might just do WrestleMania 36 all over again with fans this time. Just the whole card. Goldberg's coming back. He's going to defend the title against Roman. It's you know how it's going to go, but hopefully not. All right. Trinity is also saying that Drew is going to take it because Vince is too much in love with him. No, he's in love with the next person. Let's be honest. Okay, so we are going to. Well, actually, let me get my prediction, then we'll move on.
Come on.
I almost forgot, man. I'm having so much fun tonight. Vince is going a little off the rails, but he fits perfectly with the Junkyard. Dan is saying that Miz is going to become the second person to lose a cash-in. I can definitely see that happening, but it shouldn't. So I am going to go with, and it pains me to say this because I am the biggest AJ Styles mark of all time. I love that guy. But
even bigger than Vince? You're a bigger AJ mark than you are a Vince mark?
Well, second, let's be honest. Vince is always at number one.
Spencer, I just saw. Oh, never mind.
I'm gonna go with my boy Vince's pick, and that is Drew McIntyre. This guy is a star. Ever since he's come back to NXT, he got hurt a little bit, but then he came back. He put him with Dolph. That worked out okay. He won the Rumble, won the title. Wish it could have been in front of a crowd. It should have. I think that'll still happen one day.
That's the biggest crime of that whole thing is that Drew's winning at WrestleMania was not in front of a crowd.
Agreed. And there was no reason Randy should have won it. Let's be honest. I disagree with Vince on that call. But yes, Drew is going to beat AJ, but this was going to be a great match. AJ does never have a bad TLC match because he, like our Facebook user said, AJ can have a fantastic 5-star match with a freaking broomstick. And Drew is definitely not a broomstick because he can go. So Drew McIntyre will retain the WWE Championship and go on to Royal Rumble. All right. So that leads us to what will more than likely be the main event of the evening. And that is the last TLC match. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the big dog, versus Kevin Owens. Now, this one should be very interesting. So, Vince, before us boys break this one down, why don't you break this down for us one time, please?
Break it down.
DDJ, you're fire.
He still doesn't like you.
I do.
No, I don't like him either. He's fired
my
me
last
twice
time on the
now.
Junkyard. All right, stop interrupting me. All right, you mark. Okay, so I think it's pretty obvious. I gotta go. Oh, I'm getting myself all worked up here. I'm gonna go with
Get him the tissues.
I'm gonna go with the big dog, Roman Reigns, man. Oh, you guys know that's my guy. Oh man, Triple H and Hunter, he put KO over. He was a complete waste. I'm going with the tribal chief. I'm gonna put all the titles on him. You see that guy Kenny Omega in AEW, Impact, New Japan, wherever the hell he gets belts?
You said it.
No. It's not happening. Hey, I'm Vince. I can say whatever the hell I want. I run this biatch. Okay, so I am having Roman win the Universal Championship, the WWE Championship, all the women tag team championships, the women championship. He's gonna run all the belts in WWE because he is the tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Vince, don't go yet. Don't go yet. He left. I was going to say that Vince McMahon brought up a really intriguing possibility of who Asuka's mystery partner could be. Maybe it's Roman Reigns.
You're damn right, it's Roman Reigns. Man, Vince, I don't know what it is tonight, but he is completely extra for Roman Reigns.
He's on his meds.
Guys,
I don't know. I don't know whose love is bigger, Vince's for Roman or Spencer's for Vince.
Hey, I give love to all our guests in the Junkyard. You saw Tama? I gave him love. Chris, I gave him love. All our future guests that come in. Steven, when we had him on, I missed Shane or Isaac, whichever one from the she was on here.
Talking about giving all these guys love. Have your blood tests come back yet?
What's supposed to come back, DDJ?
I don't know. You're the one that's telling me about a blood. About a blood test or something.
Yeah, it comes back B positive.
Oh, well played.
That's right. I have one every now and then. So let's see. DDJ.
Not every once in a while.
What was that?
I said I'll find the nut every once in a while.
All right. Well, you're done. Bye. But give us your prediction first, and then I'll kick you
out. God, just the build-up for this match has been just like, again, classic case of the very rare instances where WWE can tell a good story when they want to. Like I said, I've been so high on this Roman Reigns since he returned at SummerSlam. I think he's been. You said Mella's money, anybody's money right now. It's Roman Reigns.
Right.
Has done nothing. Think about what it's done for Jey Uso. Look at what it's doing for Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens has just been just his promos. And again, referencing what happened just a little while ago on SmackDown. Literally throughout the whole show, Kevin Owens has got the crap beat out of him, but he still kept moving. And I think, like I said it before, I said Kevin Owens is a modern day Stone Cold Steve Austin, but I just don't think it's going to be enough to overcome the tribal chief in the head of the table. Roman retains.
All right. Giovanni El Guapo to Hotty. Who is going to win our main event of the evening?
Well, guys, if there's anything such as a sure thing in wrestling, it's Roman Reigns winning.
Right.
You're kissing ass.
Well, I mean,
Giovanni, go ahead.
This is my lock for the weekend.
all
Out
right.
of all the matches going on through any promotion, Roman Reigns undoubtedly is going to walk away champion. There's no way that he loses. No way at all. And everybody wanting a Miz cash in, that ain't happening against Roman. He probably, if it's going to happen, it's going to be against Drew or the winner of that match. It's not happening against Roman. If you want to talk about somebody that's as untouchable as Triple H back in the day, it's Roman Reigns.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. So for my prediction, we got a few people in the user here. We got a Facebook user thinks KO is going to win with the help of Jey Uso. I'm sorry, you're wrong on that one. There's no way that's happening. Dan thinks Roman is going to retain with help from the Usos. Maybe we might see Jimmy come back and we might get that bloodline faction fully formed. Joe agrees that heel Roman is must see on TV, and he agrees that Roman and Kevin are going to have a great match. Facebook user, I'm sorry, Kevin Owens will not win. There's no way they're taking that belt off Roman. And I'm going to agree with Vince because Vince has the inside track. He's got the inside mind. He's got a mind for the business. He knows what's going on. There is no way.
Quit kissing his ass.
No, I'm just telling you, Vince is a freaking genius, man. And then he's working with Hunter. They're expanding NXT now, NXT India, NXT Canada, NXT Japan, WWE space. Man, they got all these great ideas. Yeah, WWE in space. That's an exclusive here on the Junkyard. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
It's totally a real thing. But for my winner in this match, I gotta go with Vince, man. And there's absolutely, and Jovan is 100% right. This is the lock of the night. There is absolutely no way KO is winning this. He and Roman are going to put on a hell of a match. Roman Reigns will retain the Universal Championship. There is no reason to take that belt off him at all.
Agreed.
All right. We actually agreed on something again. Man, this is a weird night of the Junkyard. Maybe it's just Vince. He brings out the best in us. Or the worst. I don't know. Depends on how everybody wants to put it.
Right.
Okay. So that wraps up all our main predictions. What are y'all's final thoughts on TLC? Is there anything we might see surprising that will happen on Sunday?
I'm not expecting a whole lot. I really kind of thought, and maybe we'll get it for the Rumble or something. Or maybe we might get it as a bonus match or something. But
right,
I kind of hoping that eventually we do get another Big E versus Sami Zayn match. Because they killed it on. I mean, Sami is just amazing. He killed it on SmackDown. Big E killed it on SmackDown this week, and I mean, I really want to see this match because as much as I love Sami, I want Big E to get that title run and begin his climb to the top where he needs to be. So I mean, if we're gonna do so if I were to see anything. I would want to see anything more than the card, which the card is actually looks really good in my opinion. I think that it's going to be a good show and stuff. But like I said, if there was one more match they would add that I wouldn't mind seeing them add, it'd be Big E versus Sami for the Intercontinental title. But yeah, all in all though, I'm looking forward to this event.
Yeah.
And that because I think especially the two title matches because I think the build up to actually. We've talked about the build for Roman versus Kevin. We really haven't talked a whole lot about the build for AJ versus Drew. And I think the build for that, while not as good as it's been for Roman and Kevin, has actually been pretty darn good. And
yes,
because it's included Sheamus, it's included The Miz, it's included John Morrison and stuff. So, though I'm looking forward. I think it's going to be a decent show.
I think my surprising thing of the night is exactly what DDJ just said. This is actually going to be a good show. WWE pay-per-views always have a real low bar, and I think we're actually going to have one that's going to be decent. A good way to close out the year. Everybody tries to end out the year with a bang. I think this show does it. And outside of it being a more, just better show than what we're used to, I don't think any big surprises happen. I don't think we're going to see not Mella, excuse me. I don't think we're seeing Eva Marie. I don't think we're going to see a cash-in. Not Joe cash-in, but an actual cash-in of the money. I think that all of that is something that you do on the major four. I don't think you do that on a TLC. So we'll see what happens.
So real quick, just listening to Giovanni talk there, it kind of made me think about, talking about not seeing any surprises. I think it's pretty much common knowledge now that USA is not happy with what Raw has been pulling in the ratings war, and they want them to go to an edgy show. Do you guys think they start that this Sunday, or do they maybe hold off till the Rumble?
I think you hard reset at the Rumble. That's one event that you could really wipe everything clear of.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, I don't think you start at TLC. I don't see that happening. You run through with your storylines, and probably not, the last show of the year and like New Year's, because those are going to be not watched that much at all. So I could definitely see like maybe like a show or two before the Rumble start, but then like the Rumble, yeah, you definitely like hit the button, you hit the gas, because like AEW and Impact, they're starting to go up there in the ratings, and as you guys talked about, USA is a little bit worried about those bad ratings and want to get a little more adult content, like just maybe a little more violence or just better storylines, So it'll be very interesting to see what happens at TLC. I'm putting my foot down on this. I think we will see Eva Marie at TLC. Probably going to be wrong, but I'm doubling down on that. I definitely could see that happening. She was very high back then.
I just hope that just hearing Spencer talk about that, I really hope it doesn't happen, because he won't let it come of it.
Oh my God. You thought Will Hobbs was bad. You thought Cody Rhodes, when he eventually joins the Four Horsemen, is going to be bad. No. If I get Eva Marie, who nobody's really predicting this, yeah, it's going to be bad come reaction show.
Spencer's going to need 2 screens for his giant oversized inflated head.
That's right. Got some final comments here, and then we'll wrap it up for the night. Trinity is saying that she thinks the tag partner for Asuka is going to be Charlotte Flair. Also, we got one more that came in here. We got Facebook user saying the Junkyard is great. Thanks for the entertainment tonight, fellas. Facebook user, please, we want to know who you are. Just write your name in the comments there. We'll give you a shout out here before we close out for the night. But if you're not already, and we'll get into our plugs for a second, go subscribe to the Junkyard. It's such good shoot. And speaking of such good shoot, make sure you guys check out the Such Good Shoot podcast that goes live in our Facebook page group Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern with Shane Green, Isaac Grezer, I almost forgot his name for a second, my bad, and Steven Dozer. These guys do an amazing job. DDJ was actually on there last night with Brad Marcus, and they had a trivia championship kind of contest, and I believe you won, right?
He didn't win.
No. Why don't you say it? Because I don't want to myself on the back too hard.
Spencer, I don't want to bloat his head up over there in that small screen, but DDJ didn't win. DDJ ran away with it. He stole the belt. He took it to WCW, put it in the trash can, then came back and laughed about it.
Okay, so he pulled it on Lunge Blaze?
Oh, he killed it.
Oh,
yes.
Very nice. All right. We just found out who this Facebook user is. It was Benji. Benji, thanks, man. We appreciate it.
Benji.
Make sure you check out the Junkyard, my friend. Dan Gleason had a great time watching. Joe said we had a great show. He loves us. This is a good one. Trinity just said, heck, yeah, got to build up one of my favorite groups. Y'all rock. I'll be sure to share it around. Thank you, Trinity. We appreciate that. All right. Yep. And then this is a comment from a new user here I haven't seen before. We got Raymond Lehe. I totally butchered that probably. He's calling it now, or she is calling in now. WWE, Asuka, and Ronda Rousey. Ooh, I don't think that's going to happen. That could be a very big swerve because I could see WWE wanting to do something big to end of the year. Okay, but gentlemen, let's start wrapping this up. So yeah, go check out Such Good Shoot the video. And make sure you guys, if you think you're game, come in Tuesday. There's a post in the group. 3-on-3, The Junkyard, Giovanni Too Hotty right here on my left, DDJ, myself, number 11, join the Dark Order. We will take on all comers. I think we have some challengers for this weekend or Tuesday, so we'll take you on. And then, of course, we got our championship. I think Austin Baker is still the champion. I think he goes against Eddie Gonzalez, if I'm correct.
Yes, and I am actually going to be pulling double duty Tuesday night because I am going to be in the number 1 contenders match. So
are we going to get DDJ 2 belts?
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to quote Paul Heyman. It's not a prediction. It's a spoiler.
Oh, you heard it here first. DJ is going to have the biggest head on the Junkyard, and he's going to try to take over my spot. Not happening, bro. I'll get Vince on you.
I'm anywhere close to your big head.
That's right. I'm way far up there. But
you remember that MTV called The Head? That guy with the big alien in his head? That's going to be even Spencer's is way bigger than that.
Oh, God. Oh, hey, hold on. Dan's locked for TLC. We ain't going to see Seth Rollins. Of course not. Come on, bro.
Just had a baby.
Yeah, congrats. Congrats to all the wrestlers that are making babies this year in 2020. There was absolutely nothing better to do this year.
Congrats to wrestling fans. Look, congrats to wrestling fans on the next 20 years because you guys will have a Rhodes, a Rollins Lynch.
Yeah.
And who else had a baby?
Moxley and Renee.
And a Moxley. I mean, come on. That's the next generation. You guys are welcome.
No.
Yeah. Yep. But, thank you, everybody, to tuning in to our TLC prediction show. We tried something a little new tonight with the Vince segment. Please let us know what you thought. DDJ could not control himself tonight. We're gonna have to get Vince to talk to him a little bit later tonight.
Vince attacked him, so I understand.
I know. Maybe next time we'll invite Shaq on.
Oh, God, no.
DDJ doesn't like Shaq. If you listen to the Junkyard, you'll get the Shaq.
That's right. You got to listen to the Junkyard. But if you guys want to listen to the Junkyard and you're new to here, make sure you guys find the Junkyard on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. We throw up a video on Tuesday as well on the YouTube page. You can follow us on our social media accounts for Pro Wrestling Junkies. You got PW_Junkies at Twitter, at Instagram, at YouTube, and then the Facebook group, Pro Wrestling Junkies. Just search that, you'll find it. And then also don't forget to check out our newly formed Pro Wrestling Junkies marketplace run by Dan Gleason, Johnny Poda, Michael Oliver. Those guys are doing a great job so far. We just started with a rebrand. But yeah, make sure you guys check that out. You guys got some stuff to sell. Safe space. You don't have anything to worry about. We got you there. But yeah. That's going to wrap it up for tonight, gentlemen. Also, before I forget, I always forget things. I will be throwing up a predictions contest in the group right after this. So make sure you guys go fill that out for a chance to win a free t-shirt from Pro Wrestling Tee. So just make sure you guys correctly predict TLC, throw in a few bonus questions there to break things up, and win a shirt from Pro Wrestling Tees. It's that easy. And thank you, Dan. I can't believe I almost forgot this. We have to put this over again. December 21st, we have The Godfather, but December 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern, we have the AEW World Champion, the hottest act in pro wrestling today. He will be fighting at Impact's Hard to Kill with the Good Brothers versus Rich Swann and the Motor City Machine Guns. Kenny freaking Omega. This is a can't miss event. Share our page post to every group you know. Just share it out. We want everybody to be there. We want PWJ to blow up. This is our biggest guest of all time. So make sure you guys share that out. But I think that's everything now.
There's only two things left to say, Spencer.
What's that, my man?
The last two words in every Junkyard episode. Give it to him.
All right. Let me finish off here. For myself, number 11, Giovanni Too Hotty, El Guapo Too Hotty, DDJ, host of What Do You Say with DDJ. Make sure you guys check that out on the Apple Podcast as well.
Every Monday at midnight.
Cheap pop.
Got to give the people what they want. And what they want is for us to go home tonight. So say it with me loud and proud. Good night, bang, and see you guys later. Junkies out.